Boy, I must have a bigger masochistic streak than I thought I did. Roll the footage.
What is forced labor? What is forced labor?
Ooh, can I answer this one? Labor that's forced.
Forced labor is slavery, is it not?
Okay.
So, when the government is coming in and forcing Christians to work to promote sin, what is that?
Ooh, I've got this one. A damn good time.
That is slavery, and the Democratic Party is once again embracing it.
Oh man, these questions are hard. But isn't slavery technically labor without being paid for it? Because if these people are getting paid, it's kinda not slavery.
The Democratic Party has a vivid history of embracing slavery. And that is exactly what it is doing once again by opposing the Religious Liberty Bill in Arkansas and in Indiana.
Oh, I'm sorry, Caiden. Did you just compare not being able to enforce bigotry to the capture and the legitimate forced labor of African people that were brought forcibly from Africa to America to work the fields for white people, to be beaten, to be separated from each other, and to generally be treated worse than animals? I'm sorry, is that what you just did? Because it sounds to me like what you just did.
And all these companies that are coming out opposing religious liberty in these states are pro-slavery.
Actually, shithead, I'm pretty sure they're anti-bigotry.
Christians are being enslaved in this nation.
No. You're not. You're not, being, chained up to, work for free. Chumpage.
Being forced to work against their will to promote unrighteousness.
Dude, is that a vein? You might want to settle down, dude. You're a bit young to be having a heart attack. But you look like you're one step away.
In Ephesians 5:11, it states, "And have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather reprove them." Meaning not to take part in promoting sin, in promoting what is unrighteous, in promoting what God is against.
Which again is not slavery. If you don't like it and you don't agree with it, you don't have to work at these places. Failing that, it's fucking morally wrong to refuse service to people for their sexual orientation. I know that based on your past, Mr. Cowger, that you have a problem with gay people, based upon that wonderful little book you're barely reading there. But just because your book says it, it doesn't make it a fact.
So if you are a Christian baker, the Bible says not to bake a cake in support of sin, not to create promotions of sin.
Well, that analogy was reaching, and I'm pretty sure that even if you're a Christian baker, going up to your boss and telling him, "Screw you, me no bakey cake, me no likey de homo," is gonna get you fired.
And that is exactly what these bakers are being forced to do. Ladies and gentlemen, it is coming down to the point where Christians are being recognized as second-class citizens. Gay marriage was never an important issue. It was important to win for the LGBT community. But it was just a small thing.
Hey bro, are you sure your last name's actually really Cowger and not Ventura? Because quite frankly, you seem to be talking out of your ass. I'm pretty sure that it's always been a pretty damn big issue to those that do support gay rights and gay marriage. And I'm pretty sure that nobody was marching around going, woo! Those Christians lost! Yay! I'm pretty sure they were too busy celebrating the fact they can get married to the people they love. But hey, I guess that never figured into your equation, did it, Pally?
If you listen to Macklemore's song, Same Love, you'll hear one of the lines in the song says that a certificate isn't going to solve it all, or ain't going to solve it all, because he has bad vocabulary like that.
Where I'm at, I see younger people that is turning to be out to be homosexuals.
Yeah.
Ain't going to solve it all, but it is a curse word good place to start. It is a good place to start. It was never in the agenda to just get same-sex marriage. They want to get what they define as gay rights implemented in the United States of America.
No! You mean to tell me that there were a bunch of people not wanting to be oppressed because of their sexual orientation? No.
And the interesting thing about gay rights is that they're not even rights. They're not defined as being such under any federal document. Yet they are given such notoriety. Everyone has the right to marry in this nation the opposite sex. Doesn't matter if you're gay, doesn't matter if you're straight. When marriage is defined as being between one man and one woman, that right is not being denied to anyone. Therefore, that privilege is not being denied, making it constitutional. Will the Supreme Court find it as being that? Who knows?
Oh, well, gee, Caiden, I would say it's probably because some people don't want to get married to people of the opposite sex because they are not attracted to people of the opposite sex. Do you see how this works, little man? But in all seriousness, the Supreme Court probably will find it unconstitutional. I mean, I'm not American, it's not my country, but I would say given the way the rest of the world is going, and the fact that that gay people are allowed to marry in a lot of states in America, and a lot more are allowing gay people to get married in the United States of America, yeah, I don't like your chances in this whole gay people not being allowed to be married thing in these certain states being cool anymore. Sorry, kiddo. That's the bad news. Oh, and just to drop a little bit of extra knowledge on you, marriage wasn't originally a Christian thing. It's something else you guys appropriated from the pagans.
Who knows? Because the interpretation of the Constitution today is really the relay of our justices' political opinions. It has absolutely nothing to do with the United States Constitution. But I want to tell you something. Christians need to start rising up against it because our rights are being stripped away from us.
And I put it to you, Douchey McDouchison, how? You're not being told you can't believe in God or Jesus or whatever little invisible life forms that are out there looking down over you, watching you fap, whatever. You're not being told you can't do it. Churches aren't being demolished by the freaking hour. They're not taking all the Bibles in the country and burning them in one unholy bonfire. You are still allowed to practice your beliefs so long as they're not encroaching on anyone else's lifestyle. The only thing that this is doing is stopping people from being bigots and denying people service for being gay, equal rights for being gay. Basically, it's to stop people from being dicks to people based on their sexual orientation. You notice this seems to be a common thing that I'm bringing up, Caiden, because it's kind of how this whole thing works. Basically, you're not having anything taken from you. Other people being given equal rights is not taking anything away from you. Well, Christians. It's taking away your right to be a bigoted horse's ass. But then I don't really see a problem with that, and I don't think anyone else does either.
It is occurring, and it's time to start taking a stand.
Uh-oh, look out guys, it's a gay uprising. There's gonna be an army of men walking down the street demanding you look more fabulous. This kid's a fucking idiot, honestly. How the hell could any parent be proud to have a kid like Caiden Cowger? I have no idea. I don't drink, but this is the type of shit that would lead me to start. I'm Damian Skyfire. Till next time.